We're bringing in our meteorologists now, Dylan Hudler and Brian Slocum. And I think the thing on everyone's mind, or at least on my mind, is when is the very last moment that I can go out and do my errands? Those last minute shopping things that everyone needs.
That is a really good question. We were talking about that earlier in the Weather Center. I think for the Triad, as long as you're in by about 5 o'clock this afternoon, this evening, I think you're good. So if you got some last minute things to do.
Yeah, most of the day looks pretty quiet. But once the sun gets a little lower in the sky, and especially after dark, I think that's when we really think things are going to start to go downhill. So yes, Brian, exactly. 5 o'clock this evening, a good time frame to set and make sure you're back home and ready to kind of stay put and be in place and hunker down as the storm moves in and then through the thick of it as we go through Sunday. Yesterday we were upgraded to a winter storm warning. That's in effect, or will go into effect this afternoon for basically all of our area. Davie County is in an ice storm warning, but regardless of what color you see here on the map, the impacts remain pretty much the same. That winter storm warning will go into effect this afternoon and continue all the way through midday Monday. Looking over some of the latest data, our later start time, that trend continues. Thinking it'll be, again, likely mid-afternoon out there in our western communities, the mountains, foothills, and then it may not be until late afternoon or early evening when this gets going here in the Triad. So a later start time today by just a couple of hours, and that later start time may also mean a little less snow and a little more sleet as all of this starts to get going. And then tonight, a big thing we're going to be watching for is when does that changeover from sleet to freezing rain happens. That timing and the location of that will be really important down the road as to how much ice we can stack up and maybe the severity of our impacts, which Brian is going to have much more on here in just a moment. But as we mentioned, the first half of the day looks just fine. If you need to get out and about, do some preps, you can do that. Just keep in mind, it's cold outside. The temperatures are in the upper 20s to low 30s, feeling more like the 20s when we've got this northeast breeze rolling in at about 5 to 15 miles per hour at times. That's supplying the colder air behind the cold front yesterday afternoon. Our storm itself is still way out to the west, building over the southern plains and the mid-south. You may look at the radar and see some snow moving through Tennessee and think, man, that's getting pretty close, but a very dry air mass here at the surface. So this is likely not reaching the ground. You probably have to go back a little closer to the Mississippi River to actually find some snow falling. As far as your 12-hour forecast and timing out your day, the mountains will see the snow start first, likely sometime maybe early to mid-afternoon, and then the snow showers will continue through as we head into the evening. It's going to be cold today. Notice those temperatures, only mid-20s for highs in the mountains. Foothills may top out around 30 later today, and then we expect the snow and sleet to move in likely mid to late afternoon, a little closer to dinner time there in the foothills. For the Triad, the snow and sleet begins late afternoon, early evening. Again, be in and be done by 5 o'clock. Highs only be in the upper 20s today, and we've got a brisk northeasterly breeze too, so that'll mean feels like temperatures are in the teens for much of the day, and the wind and ice risk tonight may increase our risk for some power outages. So many factors to take into account here. We may see a couple peaks of sunshine this morning before the clouds really start to thicken up, and then this afternoon we're going to start to see the snow and sleet roll in. It starts as a brief period of snow, then becoming mainly sleet overnight tonight, and we'll watch for that transition to freezing rain sometime overnight and early Sunday. From there, it continues to be freezing rain and freezing drizzle through much of the day Sunday. We may see a few raindrops mix in there toward the very, very end, but this is an icy situation, predominantly sleet and freezing rain expected across the area. So once it starts later on this evening, stay put and be ready. We'll be in the thick of it through Sunday night when it ends. Later today, continuing through Saturday night, and then heading into Sunday with that freezing rain and drizzle all day. I want to bring in meteorologist Brian Slocum. Brian, this looks like a messy, icy storm. We're talking about wind, we're talking about cold, and those potential impacts. So we've got some maps there. What are you seeing and what are you thinking for all this?
Yeah, this impact has the potential to be very high over the area. If you're a newcomer to the Carolinas, you haven't seen a storm like this. It may be a decade or more since we've seen weather like this. So we're urging folks to prepare, take this last day to get what you need to done. And your thinking should be, I need what I need to be indoors for the next several days in case that we do that. You also have to prepare for the fact that we might lose power for several days in some parts of our area due to down trees and power lines. Again, as Dylan was saying, we have got more of an icy mix that's going to develop. It's going to be predominantly freezing rain as we transition. The overall weather storm severity index is relatively low during the day, and this is due to that late start. But I urge you, once we start to see snow and sleet reaching the ground, you want to be where you're going to ride out the storm through the weekend, because of the colder temperatures, we expect snow and sleet to stick to roads very quickly. You can see the impact is much higher across parts of the Triad. That area in red, perhaps seeing the biggest impact, parts of the Triad are included in that. And that's due mostly to freezing rain, power outages, and the like that could last for several days in the area. So here's our projected totals right now. And keep in mind that snow may be pretty limited at the onset of this. And then changing over to sleet, I think most of the accumulation that you see, the 1 to 2 inches or the 2 to 4 inches, is going to be predominantly sleet. It's looking at the freezing rain is where things are going to get a little dicey. I think the mountains and across areas along and south of 85 have the potential to see the most, and that could exceed a half of inch of ice. Usually we begin to see problems with half that amount of ice at about a quarter of an inch. So again, have an idea of how you're going to stay warm, because we have much colder temperatures into the mix, especially in the mornings. I got 2 days on a 7-day forecast where the mercury is going to drop into the single digits and wind chill temperatures could be below zero. So have a plan, ride this out, and stay safe, everyone.